I am Nico, a Norwegian man in my best age suffering from trigeminal neuralgia. Since 2014, I have faced the worst pain and the challenges of living with a chronic illness. I've been linked to the sofa and spent the better part of 3 years watching myself deteriorate. Then I decided to take my life back, and step by step, I moved longer and longer away from the sofa, and slowly I got back in the game. I have learned to live with my illness, and I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, so can you. It's time to get out of the sofa and back in the game.
Hello guys, welcome back to Working with Nico. I know what I said. I said that I wouldn't show anything from the boat before I had it on the water. But, sorry about that. Not sorry. As you saw in the intro of the video, I took the tarp out of the boat and got on board, still on land. I thought I'd just give you a quick tour of the boat as it is right now before I start to do anything at all, and give you a little impression of what I have to work with here. There's a lot to work with, but the nice thing is I can absolutely take this out for a spin anytime I want to, because engine is running, gearbox, everything is working okay. I don't have to do anything, but there's a lot of things I want to do. So if I just turn the camera around, so starting on the steering position, the rudder turns. That's a good start. We have a cluster here with RPMs, water temperature or engine temperature, voltmeter, key, starting button, a lot of switches, and throttle. And it moves. That's a good thing. And up here, I haven't checked this out yet, we have a Raymarine GPS, I guess. Maybe also sonar, I don't know. But that comes with the boat. And I have a solar panel. So this box controls that. You can see it's a little blue light there. I haven't got myself into how things work yet, so I'm not sure what that bulk light really mean. But the tarp has been off for 15 minutes, so it just started charging. I have the batteries down here, auxiliary battery and starting battery. I know the starting battery has to go or needs to be changed. Under the captain's chair there is a locker with not much in it. Some beers. Been standing out here all winter, so probably frozen and not very good anymore. Of course, I can flip this down, sit here, or stand and ease myself towards here. It's a sink now with a screw in the. Get out of there. Yep. Soap also. On the other side, we have a fridge, runs on gas. Under here, there's more beer. We have some sort of galley. Doesn't look too bad, probably works just fine. Also on gas. A map So why not see if, now this doesn't cover where we are because we're up here somewhere across the fjord. This is the area around Tønsberg. My home harbor will be up here, but I'm probably going to use a lot of time around those archipelagos around here, and also further down here. I'm going to use a lot of time there during the summer. Behind here is the rudder gear, diesel tank, and some stuff. We get better acquainted with that little locker sooner. Benches with storage space underneath, of course. All of those floorboards comes off, or should come off. So we can access the propeller shaft and all that quite easy. And also there's automatic pumps to pump out excess water. This is a wooden boat, so it's gonna leak some water, especially in the start. So what's gonna happen is that I'm taking the boat down to the sea tomorrow, put it on the sea, and it's gonna stay still for maybe a week, because this is a wooden boat and the woodwork needs to swell before I start up the engine. If I don't do that, there is a chance that the vibration from the engine will just crack up the boards and all that. So it needs to soak water. That's how things work with a wooden boat. But it's also going to leak water in the start. And that's really the reason why I took the tarp out today. So the solar panel can charge up the batteries. And the pump will be ready to work when we get the boat on the water and things, water starts to flow in, because it's gonna start to flow in. It's how it should be. So it's wider than I thought it was when I first saw it on the internet. Here is the heart of the boat, a Volvo Penta. I think it's as old as the boat. It's a diesel engine that runs quite good according to the seller. Haven't been tried yet, so that remains to be seen, but I do believe him. And now that this little part here needs to be replaced, that's a relay for the glow plugs, so it doesn't glow. So I either have to use start gas or be lucky to get it running, but once it's run, it's okay. Under here, I think, but I don't know. Let's see if I can move this engine cover a little. See if I can get the floor up here. Easier said than done. There's fresh water. I don't remember exactly, but I think I also can heat it. I'm not sure. Either way, it needs to be cleansed properly because, well, it's been sitting for a while. Sorry about my finger there. So let's take a look inside. Yoo-hoo! It's a little bit darker in here, but it works okay. The toilet with a curtain, so you can't be too shy of either smell or sounds while on the toilet, but I'm gonna fix that. I'll probably put in a door and a wall sooner or later, but yeah. I'm gonna start fixing the outside so I can use it for day trips, and then take this area in here more when I'm done outside. I want to make it a little bit lighter in here, so I'm probably gonna paint a lot of things, but I don't think you're supposed to paint the woodwork of the hull. So that means that I need to find something clever to do there, but let me think about that for a while. So we have only benches here. There's no compartment under the benches, and that's absolutely something that I'm going to do something with, because that space under here is not going to do anything good for us unless we find a way to use it. Maybe I'll also find some solution to put a a table that I can fold down as a bed, and also fold up as a table. That's on my list. Some hangers there. Yeah. It's kind of tree brown and boring in here right now. I'll probably also find a good solution for that ballpark so I can store more things, and maybe have some doors, and maybe find a way to fit a TV in there as well. But I don't know about that yet. Things are mostly on this boat is going to be do things as they come up. So I'm not making too much plans right now. This is the exit for the toilet. Goes right into the sea. That's kind of problematic. If you're too close to land, you're not allowed to dump your dumps into the sea. If you're in the middle of the ocean, okay, but this isn't a big boat, and I'm probably not going to take it out on the ocean very much. I have some plans for a little bit longer trips, but I need to learn this boat and get to know it before I do something like taking it out for a long sailing voyage. So mostly day trips in the start, and maybe, or at least close to the coast, and of course I can sleep in here as is, just put in a mattress, and that will be all right. But I need to be familiar with the boat before I do something crazy. Anyhow, let's turn this, get back outside. This is what I have coming as my own project. Still I have this project back at my sister's place that I'm gonna see through and make that porch, and also some stairs on the outdoor as well. But there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of things that can be done, and it's absolutely possible to make this boat to be quite nice. I see here, need to put in some screws. Probably change all the floorboards, I don't know yet. At least paint them up. I'm gonna sand down just about everything in here, and replace some woodworks here and there, and make this as nice as can be. So this is what I've been waiting for to show you the last month, and I can't wait to get this on the water. And it's quite hard to get up and down this small ladder here, as it is right now. So I'm not gonna crawl up and down here a lot before I get it on the water, but as soon as it's on the water, it will be much easier to come aboard and start doing things and put in the stuff I want to put in and start working. It's gonna be great. So this is what's gonna keep me out of the sofa and in the game the upcoming months. I quit my job as a truck driver. It was too much for me, even though I had a boss that was very cooperative and very understanding about my problems. But still, when you are on the job, you need to be effective and you need to do things in a certain tempo, and in the long run that was too much for me and my health. So I need to slow down and do things in my own pace, and I think this boat is something that's gonna help me do that. I'm not making any money of it, only using money on it, but still I will find some way to make some extra money and keep going on. Luckily I live in Norway, so I have some help from the government as a disabled person. So that's it for today. I hope you like what you saw, and I catch you on the next one. Goodbye.